YouTube? Listen, I want to apologize. I tried to do a prediction video for this fight. You know, a couple of you guys were asking for me to do a prediction video. You guys know I like Joseph Parker. And I just could not. I did not have time to do a prediction video yesterday. I tried to do one yesterday, and some family-related business came up, and I just couldn't do it, okay? I knew the fight was coming up, and, you know, it's crazy because I stayed out late last night. You know, I finally got home. I got home maybe an hour before the fight. I tried to keep myself awake because they were showing it on ESPN3, so I was just going to wait and then watch it on my laptop. And I fell asleep with my laptop on and everything. And I woke up like 4 hours later, and I'm like, I already knew I missed the fight, and I was just like pissed off or whatever. But what I was going to say in a prediction video is this. It was going to be quick. Bowie Tupou was just going to come in and try to land one big right hand. That's the only weapon he would have had. Like I told you before, the only problem that I have with Joseph Parker is that he's a little stiff up top. He's quick defensively on his feet, but as far as his upper body, he's a little stiff, okay? And I figured that Tupou was going to just try to land one big over-the-top right hand and try to get like a one-punch knockout. You know, he dropped Brian Jennings with that one punch. And I figured he was going to try to get one punch in on Joseph Parker. It didn't really work out for him. All right, now as far as the fight, a lot of people are saying that Tupou took a dive. If you watch the fight, after they started showing the replay, the fans started booing. Even Joseph Parker, in his reaction from the knockdown, he looked as if like he was shocked that he actually got knocked out by that punch, okay? Basically, the fight went off where Tupou was trying to pressure him, land one big shot. He was coming forward. He had Joseph Parker on his back foot the entire time. Okay, Joseph Parker was just constantly shooting a jab out there, okay? He never actually set his feet up into that punch, you know? He was just moving backwards while still shooting the jab, just shooting quick jabs. Tupou never really landed nothing big, or landed anything at all. I don't think he landed anything meaningful in the fight. And then, you know, Joseph Parker just threw a jab out there. He followed up with a right hand, and he hits him on the top of the head because Tupou had his head down while he was coming in, and it's a glancing blow. It looked like, you know, it's funny because if you watch it in real time, in real motion, you hear the loud thud. And Tupou, I mean, the knockout was worse than the Manny Pacquiao knockout against Marquez. He fell the same way, but did not wake up for like 2 minutes. And Parker, you know, Parker gets the knockout, whatever. But when you look at the replay, it looks as if it wasn't a clean punch, and he raised the top of the head. You know, even Parker followed it up with a left hand, and Tupou was already on the ground, totally knocked out cold. People think that he took a dive after watching the replay. If you watch the replay, it looks like it wasn't a clean, powerful punch. It looked like a very, very weak, grazing type punch. If you watch it in real time, though, even though it's further away, you hear the loud thud. It definitely landed hard. So people are going to be like, nah, you know, the guy took a dive or whatever. Me personally, and this is why I hate knockdowns like this, because you had the Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder situation recently too, last year. I believe it was last year when Wilder, you know, I think he landed the shot. It didn't land clean because it somewhat was blocked by Malik Scott's glove, and he dropped and he didn't get back up. You also had, like, if you guys remember the Bruce Seldon fight with Mike Tyson years ago, I think Seldon took a dive in that one, honestly. I think Seldon took a complete dive in that one. But this was one of those ones where I'm like, damn, I wish the replay, it looks like he didn't land clean, but in the real time, you hear the thud. It looks like he landed clean in the real time one. So people are going to say that he took a dive. I really hope he didn't take a dive. I don't think he took a dive. I think it landed clean because of the thud that you hear when he lands the shot. But as far as the replay, it looked kind of like he didn't land clean. It looked like it was a graze, and it was at the top of the head because Tupou was low. But his reaction Tupou was out, and he did not look like he was faking. Like, he dropped, and he was out cold for a long time. It took a while for him to get up. I don't know, man. I'm gonna just say that I think it was a legit knockout. You know, I really don't think that he took a dive because, you know, the real time footage. So anyway, you know, it was cool. I figured that Joseph Parker was gonna get the knockout anyway because Bowie Tupou, he's been knocked out before. I believe the 2 or 3 fights that he lost, he was knocked out in all 3 of those fights, and you know, I thought he was kind of chinny anyway, so I knew Parker was definitely going to knock him out. I knew Tupou was going to try to be, you know, he's going to come like an animal straight to him, trying to knock him out with one punch, but it didn't work out for him. He got knocked out cold. You got to check it out. It's on YouTube. Very controversial because the crowd was booing after they showed the replay. And even if you look at the comments of the video, you see a lot of people think Tupou took a dive. I think it was a legit knockout. It just wasn't a pretty, flashy, you know, extremely clean punch. But I think the knockout was legit. It was just it was a glancing blow in my opinion. All right. So make sure you guys subscribe, and you know, one thing too. Joseph Parker has a huge following. Ever since I made that video, a lot of people has been leaving comments, and that video has a lot of views, and people have been leaving me messages as well to make more videos like this fight. They was reminding me, like, I knew the fight was coming up. I did a video where I brought it up last week, but fans out there really like this guy, you know, and I believe that fight was out in New Zealand. I think that was like his biggest fight, or the biggest fight out in New Zealand in a long time. So he's pretty much a star out there. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you guys subscribe and leave comments on the fight. Let me know what you think. Do you think that Tupou took a dive? Check it out. You know what? I'll leave a link of the video in the comments for you guys to check it out. It's real. All you got to do is fast forward. It's real quick in the first round. First round knockout. All right? Peace.